Every word you speak moves unseen forces, and when you speak with faith, life moves. Money moves. The moment your fingers touch money, you are not just handling paper. You are touching power. You are touching proof. You are touching the evidence of what you once believed possible. So do not treat it lightly. Do not stay silent. Speak to it. Bless it. Command it. Because money responds to energy, and energy begins with words. Every time you touch money, you are standing at a spiritual gate. If you speak fear, the gate closes. If you speak faith, the gate floods open. Say the right words, and money will not just stay, it will multiply. Number 1. Speak this truth each time you handle money. Every time you touch money, you're making an agreement, whether you realize it or not. If you touch it and think, there's never enough, you've just agreed to lack. If you touch it and say nothing, you've let fear or habit speak louder than your spirit. But when you touch it and speak the truth, you shift everything. You become the one in command. You send out a call, and money listens. That's not wishful thinking. That's a law. What you speak with conviction becomes real. Life takes the shape of your words. You are not begging. You are directing. You are instructing the universe through faith. So what do you say? You say this clearly, firmly, and with boldness. Every dollar I touch comes back multiplied. Not I hope it does. Not maybe it will. You say it as a fact, as if it's already happening, because spiritually it is. The moment you speak that truth, you raise your vibration. You cancel out fear. You open the door for new income, new ideas, unexpected help, and increased flow. You aren't just saying words, you're building your future with them. Money responds to bold belief, not anxious doubt. The world trains people to speak struggle, to say I can't afford it, to say it's too hard, to say money is tight. But none of that brings increase. It shuts the flow. You must train yourself to speak only what you want to live. And when your hand touches money, whether it's a coin, a check, or a bill, you're in a moment of choice, a moment of power. That's when you say it. Every dollar I touch comes back multiplied. Feel it. Mean it. Say it like it's law, because it is. This isn't superstition. It's not fantasy. It's how spiritual law works. What you praise increases. What you bless multiplies. When you handle money with faith and speak life into it, you lift it from being just paper, and you align it with divine supply. That's when it stops running from you. That's when it starts returning. More than you gave, faster than you expected, in ways you didn't even imagine. Faith is the magnet. Your word is the key. Use both together and money cannot ignore you. You don't need to wait for more money to feel rich. You need to treat every bit of money like it matters. Touch it with respect. Don't crumple it in your pockets and forget it. Handle it with dignity, with gratitude, with confidence. When you pay for something, don't say, there goes my money. Say, this money returns multiplied because I give in faith. And mean it. You are not losing anything. You are sowing. You are circulating. And everything that circulates returns. That's a lot. People ask, but what if I don't believe it yet? Then speak it until you do. Truth becomes real through repetition. Speak the truth until it gets stronger than your doubt. Speak it until your emotions match your words. And when they do, watch what happens. Money starts appearing where it didn't before. Opportunities show up. Bills get paid off. Doors open. That's not luck. That's spiritual alignment. You are the one that creates it through your word. Touch your money today and speak the truth over it. No matter how much or how little it is, speak as someone who knows the power they carry. Say it with clarity. Say it with confidence. Say it like you've already seen the results. Because that's how faith works. It doesn't wait for evidence. It creates evidence. If you keep waiting to see money before you speak increase, you'll stay stuck. But if you dare to speak it now, right in the face of doubt, that's when things shift. You've been silent long enough. You've feared long enough. You've waited for the right moment long enough. This is the moment. This is the truth. You are not powerless. You are not poor. You are not stuck. You are a spiritual being with authority over your world, and money is a part of that world. So speak to it. Claim what is yours. Say this every time you touch money. Every dollar I touch comes back multiplied. Then watch what begins to happen. Because the truth is this: the universe does not reward silence. It rewards boldness. It rewards faith. It responds to those who know what they want and speak it clearly. You are not here to struggle. You are here to live in flow. You are here to prosper with purpose, and it starts with your words. Every time your hand reaches for money, reach with power, speak with certainty, and expect a return. Pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. Not because you deserve it, but because it's law, because you believed, because you said it, and because you never stayed silent again. Number 2, command your money to return with multiplied blessings. Money is not meant to be chased. It's meant to be called. The moment you stop chasing and start commanding, your entire financial life changes. Most people don't know they have that power. They've been trained to think they must work harder, suffer longer, and settle for less. But that's not truth. Truth is, you were born with the authority to speak to your money and tell it what to do. You are not here to live small. You are here to rise, and if your money isn't rising with you, it's time to command it. Whenever money leaves your hands, it doesn't vanish. It moves into circulation, and you decide what kind of energy it carries. If you spend in fear or resentment, it carries struggle. If you spend with confidence and command, it carries return. Your job is not to hold on tight. Your job is to send money out like a soldier, with orders to come back stronger, bigger, multiplied. That's what commanding is. It's not begging. It's not wishing. It's giving a spiritual instruction with total belief. Start doing it now. Before the doubt creeps in. Before the fear starts whispering. Hold your money, look at it, and speak. You are blessed and you return with more. Say it again. I command every dollar to come back multiplied. Say it as if it's already happening, because spiritually it is. What you speak consistently, you create. What you affirm with certainty, life responds to. And the more clearly you speak increase, the faster it arrives. This is not fantasy. This is law. People walk around in survival mode and wonder why money never stays. They speak worry over every purchase. They say, I can't afford that, and then expect wealth to show up. But life doesn't work like that. The word is the seed. If you speak poverty, you live it. If you speak overflow, you begin to experience it. And you don't have to see the proof before you speak. You speak it first, and the proof follows. That's how real faith works. It leads. The moment you pay for something, don't just hand over the money and feel lack. Use that moment. Speak over that money. Say, I send you out with power. I expect your return. Do it every time at the store, online, at the gas station. No exceptions. It might feel strange at first, but keep doing it. You are building a new pattern, a new financial rhythm, one that is grounded in spiritual truth, not fear. That repetition reprograms your mind and reopens your financial flow. This doesn't mean you sit back and do nothing. It means your actions now match your beliefs. You work, you move, you give, you show up, but you do it with faith, not desperation. You take steps knowing your money is already on its way back. You don't check your bank account 10 times a day in fear. You bless your account. You bless your bills. You bless your wallet. That is the energy that builds real wealth. Quiet confidence, unshakable clarity. Money is energy, and energy needs direction. If you're not directing your money, the world will, and most of the world will direct it into struggle. Not because people are bad, but because they don't know better. But you do. You know now that your words are instructions. You know now that when you speak with faith, you are building invisible bridges for increase to find you. It may not show up tomorrow, but it will show up faster than you think, if your word stays consistent. There is nothing selfish about commanding your money to multiply. You can't help others from an empty place. You can't build anything worthwhile from fear. Abundance allows you to give freely, live peacefully, and focus on your purpose, not survival. So speak boldly, speak daily, say out loud, my money is blessed. It returns with overflow. I command it to grow and prosper. Do not whisper that. Do not doubt that. Say it like someone who's done shrinking. The world responds to those who lead with faith. Not fear, not hesitation, but faith that sounds like power. Faith that acts like authority. You are not asking permission to be supported. You are stepping into your role as a creator, and that creation begins every time you touch money and speak your command. There is no limit to how far your word can reach. There is no limit to how quickly your faith can return with results. Say it with me now. And say it like you believe it. I command every dollar to return with multiplied blessing. It's already happening. The shift has begun. You've released old thinking. You've stepped into truth, and truth always moves things. From this moment on, your money is no longer just currency. It's a messenger. It carries your word. It returns with increase. It moves through divine law, and that law always answers bold, clear faith. Speak it again. Believe it deeper. Walk like it's already done, because the money you've called is already on its way. You commanded it, and the law is obeying. Now live like it's true. Number 3. Say money flows back faster every time you give. Every time you give, you are not losing. You are opening. Giving is not subtraction. Giving is expansion. And the moment you give with faith, not fear, you set a spiritual law in motion. That law doesn't return things equally, it returns them multiplied. Life doesn't take your money and forget it. Life watches your energy, your motive, your belief, and sends it back through doors you didn't even know existed. But most people don't know this. They give with hesitation. They give while fearing lack. And that fear blocks the return. You don't give to get, you give because you trust. You give because you know that money is not your source, spirit is. And the more you trust that truth, the faster money finds you. The moment you give and say with certainty, money flows back faster every time I give, you align with spiritual law. That's not fantasy. That's how divine supply works. You don't just hope your money comes back, you command the law through belief, through action, and through your word. If you give with a tight heart, your return is tight. If you give with joy and boldness, your return comes boldly. Life always reflects your energy. So don't give like you're losing something. Give like you're planting something. Because you are. And just like a farmer doesn't cry after planting a seed, you don't cry after giving. You give, you bless it, you speak increase, and you move forward with full confidence that what left your hand is now returning with speed and abundance. Think about the last time you gave money. Did you say anything? Did you expect anything? Or did you just hand it over, hoping there would still be enough left for you? That's what most people do. But you're not most people. You're someone who walks in faith. And faith doesn't give in silence. Faith gives with words. Faith gives with power. Faith says money flows back faster every time I give. You say it every time, no matter the amount. You say it until it becomes part of your thinking. Until it becomes your truth. Giving is not just about generosity. It's about alignment. It's about showing life that you are not attached, that you are not scared, that you believe supply is unlimited. Every time you give, you prove what side you're living on, the side of fear or the side of truth. And truth says there is always more where that came from. Truth says what I give returns quickly. Truth says I live in overflow. That's the vibration that brings money back faster. You've been trained to hold tight, to save just in case, to fear the unknown. But fear creates delay, and delay creates frustration. But when you speak increase while you give, you destroy the delay. You tell the universe, I trust the process. I trust the return. That trust becomes your magnet. That trust becomes your power. You don't need to figure out how it will come back. That's not your job. Your job is to give, bless it, speak the law, and stay open. Some people will tell you to be cautious, to wait until you have more. But that's not how faith works. You don't wait to feel rich before you give. You give with faith that richness is already yours. That's what makes it real. That's what brings it into form. You give from a place of power, not panic. You give knowing that every dollar you release with love returns like a wave, stronger, faster, fuller than before. Giving does not weaken you, it activates you. It stretches your faith, it expands your reach. It puts you in motion. And motion is how money flows. When you sit still in fear, money sits still too. But when you give and declare, money flows back faster every time I give. You begin to move with the rhythm of increase. That's the rhythm you were designed to live in. Not survival, not stress, but movement, growth, circulation. It doesn't matter if you gave to a friend, a cause, or a stranger. If your heart was open and your words were clear, the law is working. If your motive was rooted in truth, the return is already forming. Don't block it with doubt. Don't cancel it with complaints. Keep the door open with your words. Keep your spirit in receiving mode. Say it again and again, not as a wish, but as a command. Money flows back faster every time I give. And here's the beautiful part. You don't have to wait months. You don't have to struggle through years. The shift begins the moment you shift your language. The return begins the moment you shift your tone. Life watches how you treat the giving moment. That's the key. So from now on, treat every act of giving like a spiritual transaction. Put your energy into it. Put your word into it. And never forget, you are not giving money away. You are sending it out to bring more home. Money is loyal to those who trust it. Money moves for those who speak with authority. Money multiplies where faith flows freely. So every time your hand opens to give, your mouth must open too. Don't stay silent. Don't stay small. Say it boldly. Say it without shame. Say it like someone who knows exactly what they're doing. Money flows back faster every time I give. That is your law now. That is your truth now. That is your future now. Number 4. Declare your money grows as you respect it. Money will never stay where it's not respected, and it will never grow where it's taken for granted. If your money disappears fast, if it slips through your fingers, if it never seems to stretch far enough, it's not because life is against you, it's because somewhere along the way, you stopped treating it with respect. Respect opens the door to increase. Respect creates order. Respect builds flow. And if you want more money in your life, that's where you start, with your attitude, with your habits, with your words, and with your respect. Respect isn't about worship. It's about care. It's about clarity. It's about how you hold your money, speak about your money, think about your money, and manage your money. You cannot curse your money and expect it to bless you. You cannot ignore your money and expect it to grow. You cannot fear your money and expect it to stay. Money is energy, and energy responds to how you treat it. When you start handling your money with respect, you give it a reason to multiply. So say it clearly and say it often. My money grows because I respect it. That is your truth now, not because you hope it is, but because you've decided it is. Speak it while you're budgeting. Speak it while you're counting change. Speak it while you're looking at your bank account. No matter what that number says, you keep saying the truth. The number may be small today, but the law is always big. And the law says what you respect grows. Start with the little things. Stop throwing money into drawers and forgetting about it. Stop crumpling bills in your pocket like they mean nothing. Clean out your wallet. Organize your bank app. Know where your money is going. Track it, not with fear, but with power. Not to control it, but to honor it. You're not micromanaging. You're making space for more. If you want the universe to trust you with increase, you must prove that you can handle what you already have. That's respect in action. Every time you touch your money, you are sending a message. Are you sending gratitude, or are you sending fear? Are you saying, I never have enough, or are you saying, I am grateful for every dollar, and I expect more? Your words create the environment your money lives in, and just like a plant cannot grow in dry soil, your money cannot grow in negative energy. You must create the atmosphere of increase, and that begins with your respect. Look around your life. Are there bills hidden in drawers? Are there subscriptions you forgot about? Are there dollars leaking out of your life without your attention? That's not just a money problem. That's a respect problem. And when you fix the respect, the money starts to fix itself. Respect brings focus. Respect brings discipline. And discipline brings overflow, not because you're holding tight, but because you're handling your money with wisdom. Speak life into your finances. Speak power into your spending. Speak clarity into your saving. Do not complain about bills. Do not fear your payments. Instead, bless them. Be grateful you can pay. Even if it's tight, speak faith anyway. Say, I respect my money and it always returns multiplied. Say it when you save. Say it when you give. Say it when you invest. That word carries weight, and that weight builds financial momentum. Money isn't emotional, but it responds to emotion. When you treat it with indifference, it slips away. When you treat it with stress, it hides. But when you treat it with calm confidence, it begins to flow. It begins to respond. You are not here to be confused about money. You are not here to be afraid of it. You are here to command it, to steward it, and to increase it with honor. Say it again, my money grows because I respect it. Respect also means not speaking against what you want. If you want more money, stop saying you're broke. Stop joking about struggle. Stop repeating stories of lack. That energy follows you. Be careful what you call truth. Speak increase. Speak progress. Speak overflow, even if you haven't seen it yet. The words come first. The money follows. The shift happens in your mouth before it happens in your wallet. And it always does. That's the power of spiritual law. From this day forward, you treat your money differently. You track it. You bless it. You plan with it. You speak increase over it. You trust that it grows not by accident, but by choice. This is not about being obsessed with money. This is about learning how to flow with it instead of fighting it. About building a partnership, not a prison. And that partnership begins with respect. You respect your money and it begins to return that energy right back to you. You don't need more luck. You don't need more chances. You need more alignment. And alignment begins with how you treat the money you already have. You are not poor. You are not forgotten. You are not stuck. You are powerful. You are clear. You are in control. And when you speak truth over your money, you activate the law. Not tomorrow. Now. Speak it again and mean it. My money grows because I respect it. And let that truth change everything. Number 5. Bless every coin and call more into your life. If you treat money like it's nothing, it treats you the same. If you see a coin and ignore it, you're sending a message to life that you don't value increase. And if you keep doing that, money will stop showing up for you altogether. But if you bless it, if you respect it, if you say thank you even for the smallest coin, you open the gates for more. That's not just nice thinking, that's spiritual law. What you bless increases, what you curse shrinks, what you ignore disappears. When you bless a coin, you're not just being polite, you're building a magnetic field around you. A field that says, I notice, I appreciate, I expect more. That energy pulls in opportunities, ideas, money, solutions. And it doesn't matter how little or how much you have, what matters is the spirit you bring to it. Most people only bless the big wins. They only praise money when it comes in large amounts. But real wealth begins when you bless the small. Because small blessings are seeds, and every seed knows how to grow. So the next time you find a coin on the ground, don't step over it. Stop, pick it up, hold it, and say, you are blessed, you are welcome here. I call more like you into my life. Say it with your full spirit. Say it like you mean it. That one moment sends a message to life, that you're ready to receive more. And life always answers that kind of clarity. It may seem like a small act, but don't be fooled. The small moments shape your future. Money does not come to people who ignore it. It comes to people who welcome it, who honor it, who treat every dollar, every cent, every coin like it matters. You don't have to count every penny in fear, you count every penny in faith. That's a completely different energy. Faith doesn't hoard. Faith doesn't stress. Faith notices, blesses, and expects increase. That's how you break financial cycles. That's how you shift your flow. Some people say, it's just a coin, but that's why they stay stuck. That coin is a message, a test, a reminder. Will you see lack, or will you see opportunity? Will you ignore, or will you engage? Every coin is a moment of choice, and every time you bless it, you tell life, I'm ready, I'm open, I'm aligned. And when you live like that, you don't chase money. Money finds its way to you. You bless your money by speaking over it. You call more into your life by being specific. Say things like, I bless this money, and I call in more. Say, I welcome abundance into my home, my hands, my account. Don't whisper it. Don't say it once and forget it. Say it every day. Say it every time you receive. Say it every time you give. Your money is listening. Your energy is shaping. Your reality is forming around what you say and how you say it. Start practicing it in real life. When you pay a bill, hold the money and bless it. When you check your wallet, speak increase. When you see a coin, don't walk away. Pick it up and say thank you. These small acts are not superstition. They are signals. You're telling the law that you understand how it works, and the law responds to understanding. It doesn't respond to worry. It doesn't respond to confusion. It responds to clarity and consistency. This isn't about being obsessed with money. This is about building a relationship with it that supports your purpose. When you bless your money, you are putting peace into your finances. You are removing resistance. You are creating a new atmosphere, one where money feels safe to grow, one where overflow becomes normal. This is how spiritual people build real wealth. Not just by hoping, but by aligning, by respecting, by blessing what they already have. It doesn't matter how long you've struggled. It doesn't matter how deep the debt is. You can start blessing your way into a new reality right now, not later, not someday. Now. Every coin you see, bless it. Every dollar you earn, bless it. Every cent you spend, bless it. Say with full power, I bless this money and I call more like it. You are not just speaking over paper, you're shaping the next chapter of your life. The shift is not in the numbers. The shift is in your mouth, in your attitude, in your attention. People think they need more money first, but the truth is, they need more alignment first. Blessing every coin brings you into that alignment. It brings order to your thoughts. It builds faith in your heart. And that faith is what opens the gates for more. You will be shocked at how fast life shifts when you start respecting what's already here. So from this day forward, never ignore your money again. Never call it small. Never treat it like it's not enough. Whether it's a coin in the dirt or a deposit in your account, bless it. Speak over it. Smile at it. Say, you're welcome here, and I call more just like you. Because when you treat money like it belongs, it will stay. And when you speak to it with love, it will multiply. That's not luck, that's law. Number 6. Affirm divine supply works through every dollar touched. There is no such thing as just money. Every dollar you touch is charged with meaning. Every dollar you touch is an opportunity to align with divine law. You are not simply earning or spending, you are handling a piece of spiritual energy. And when you understand that, everything changes. You stop acting like money is separate from your spiritual path. You stop treating it like it's outside of your control. And you begin to declare with power and with truth. Divine supply flows through every dollar I touch. That one statement shifts your relationship with money for life. Divine supply isn't limited by your job, your background, or the economy. It flows through channels, but it's not bound by them. It works through your hands. It moves through your actions. It responds to your words. And if you keep speaking fear, money will dry up. But when you begin to affirm divine supply is active in every dollar you handle, no matter how small, you bring that money into alignment with truth. And truth always brings increase. Start saying it now. Say it when you pay your rent. Say it when you buy groceries. Say it when you hand a tip to someone. Divine supply works through this dollar. Say it with certainty. Say it with peace. You are not just releasing money, you are releasing power. You are sending out spiritual energy that cannot return empty. That's not a maybe. That's not a wish. That is a law. And laws don't need your feelings. They need your faith. The problem is, most people touch money with anxiety. They hand it over with regret. They spend it with fear. They look at their account with shame. And they wonder why money keeps running from them. But money doesn't stay where there's fear. It stays where there's and faith isn't just in your heart. It's in your voice. It's in your hands. It's in the way you declare divine supply flows through this dollar. It multiplies as it moves. You cannot call your money weak and expect it to work strong. You cannot ignore it and expect it to grow. You must speak to it the way a leader speaks to a team, with clarity, purpose, and trust. You must say, "This money is blessed. This money is alive with divine energy. This money is doing good. This money is multiplying." And every time you speak that way, you activate law. You activate flow. You activate new results. This is not about forcing money to behave. It's about placing it under spiritual law. It's about lifting it up out of fear and into purpose. Every dollar you touch is a seed, and that seed carries your energy. If you plant it with worry, you reap delay. If you plant it with faith, you reap increase. The difference isn't in the amount, it's in the spirit behind it. Say it again and say it boldly. Divine supply works through every dollar I touch. You may not see the full return right away. That doesn't mean it isn't working. Faith speaks long before results appear. Faith doesn't need proof to believe. Faith creates proof. So the next time you doubt, the next time fear tries to grab you, go back to the truth, touch your money, and affirm it. This dollar is not ordinary. This dollar is a vessel of divine supply. You don't say it to feel good. You say it because it's law, because it's truth, because it works. This isn't about pretending your money problems don't exist. It's about facing them with power instead of panic. It's about speaking order into your finances. It's about giving your money an assignment. You are not just spending, you are circulating. You are not just saving, you are preparing. You are not just earning, you are aligning. And that mindset, when practiced daily, brings in results that effort alone could never produce. Money flows to those who are clear about its purpose. If you touch your money with doubt, it will stall. But if you touch it with direction, it moves. It grows. It returns. Don't wait for more money to believe. Believe now. Bless what you have now. Speak life into what you hold now. Say, divine supply is in this dollar. It cannot fail. It cannot disappear. It returns to me bigger than before. That is the truth, and the truth always carries power. So from this day forward, stop calling your money a problem. Start calling it a tool of divine supply. Start treating it like it's working with you, not against you. Even if you're holding a single bill, bless it. Don't say, "This is all I have." Say, "This is a channel of increase. This is part of the supply chain that never runs dry." You are not broke. You are not empty. You are not forgotten. You are aligned. You are supported. You are provided for through divine law. Every time your hand touches money, whether giving or receiving, pause. Remember who you are. Remember what law you live under. Then speak it, calmly and confidently. Divine supply works through every dollar I touch, and expect that word to return with results. Because it will. Not because you're lucky, but because you believed. Because you spoke, and because divine law always delivers on truth that's spoken in faith. Number 7. Speak increase over your money with bold faith. You don't need more time. You don't need more excuses. You need to speak increase over your money, boldly, not softly. Not halfway, not with doubt in your voice, but with the kind of boldness that moves mountains. That's where power lives. Not in fear, not in waiting, not in hoping, but in bold, confident speech backed by unshakable faith. When you speak to your money with bold faith, you stop chasing it, you start commanding it, and money responds to command, not confusion. You've spent too much of your life being careful with your words, saying things like, "I don't know how I'll afford it," or "I never have enough." And what happened? You kept proving yourself right. But now you speak different. You speak power. You speak increase, and not with hesitation, but with force, with faith, with fire in your voice. The same energy you used to complain, you now use to command. Because money isn't attracted to struggle, it's attracted to certainty. You have to understand this. Money is energy. And energy flows to direction. If you give your money no direction, it scatters. But when you speak increase with boldness, your money knows where to go. Your words become the map. So don't speak from what you see in the bank. Speak from what you expect by law. Speak from truth, not fear. Say out loud, I speak increase over my money and it multiplies now. That statement is not just positive, it's a declaration. It's a command. You are not begging for help. You are not waiting for luck. You are moving with spiritual authority. You are claiming what's already yours. That's not ego, that's faith. And faith is bold. Faith doesn't whisper, faith doesn't ask for permission. Faith speaks before there's proof, and knows the proof will follow. That's what it means to live by divine law. To walk like the answer is already here. To speak like increase has already arrived. Stop saying, I'm trying to make ends meet. Start saying, my income increases constantly by divine right. Say it until it becomes part of you. Say it until your nervous system believes it. Say it until your actions match your words. Because words without faith fall flat. But words backed by belief move reality. And that's what you're here to do. Not to beg life to treat you better, but to declare what life must deliver. Bold faith is not loudness. It's clarity. It's knowing what you believe and standing on it. It's touching your wallet and saying, increase flows through here. It's looking at your bank account and still saying, more is on the way. Not because of what you see, but because you trust the law. Because you trust the word. Because you trust the truth that divine supply cannot run dry. That when you speak, increase over your money, heaven backs it. You can't afford to be silent anymore. Silence is agreement with lack. Every time you stay quiet, you allow fear to take up space. Every time you delay your words, you delay your results. Speak boldly. Speak daily. Speak consistently. Even if people around you don't believe. Even if you feel silly at first, you're not speaking to them. You're speaking to law. And law hears bold faith, not mumbled doubts. Speak with the authority of someone who knows the outcome is guaranteed. There is no increase in hesitation. There is no power in fear. But when your voice speaks truth with conviction, everything changes. The same money that used to run from you will now return to you. Why? Because you stopped chasing it and started commanding it. You stopped seeing it as the problem and started treating it as the proof of what you believe. Your words turned the energy around, and that's how all wealth is built, from the inside out. Say it right now and mean it. I speak increase over every dollar I touch. Say it when you pay a bill. Say it when you make a sale. Say it when you receive a gift. Say it until it shapes your mindset. Until you can't imagine speaking fear ever again. Until your money starts to rise. Not because you worked harder, but because you aligned with the law of increase. You dared to believe what others ignore. You spoke what others are afraid to say. And the universe responded with proof. You are now the person who speaks increase no matter what the numbers say. You are now the person who blesses money with your words, not curses it with fear. You are now the person who doesn't look to the economy but looks to truth. That's bold faith. That's power. And that's exactly how money starts to multiply. Not through panic, but through spiritual law activated by speech. And that law never fails. Number 8. Declare your hands are blessed to multiply money. Your hands are not ordinary. They are the channel through which divine power flows. Every time you touch money, every time you hold it, every time you earn it or give it or receive it, your hands are activating something. Not by chance, not by luck, but by truth. So stop treating your hands like they're weak. Stop treating your work like it's small. Your hands are blessed. And what you touch is meant to grow. Most people don't realize this. They complain about their jobs. They doubt their efforts. They worry whether what they do is enough. But the moment you declare, my hands are blessed to multiply money, you break out of that cycle. You stop thinking like a victim of circumstances and start living like a vessel of increase. And that shift in identity is everything. When you understand that your hands are spiritually charged, you stop waiting for outer proof. You start creating inner certainty. You no longer second-guess your work. You speak over your hands before you touch anything. Before you write, before you sell, before you cook, before you build. You declare, "These hands are blessed. These hands multiply. These hands draw money by divine law." That declaration is not a motivational phrase. It's a command. It's a spiritual assignment. Because your words go first, your reality follows. So if you keep speaking tiredness, lack, or defeat over your work, that's what will show up. But the minute you speak blessing over your hands, your income starts to rise. Because you've stopped blocking the flow with doubt. You've stepped into your role as a co-creator with the divine. People might say, "But I don't have a fancy job, or I don't have skills like others." That doesn't matter. What matters is what you declare. The market doesn't control you. The job title doesn't define you. The blessing on your hands overrides everything else. There are people with all the skills in the world who are still broke, and there are people with little education who have multiplied their money. Why? Because one spoke fear, the other spoke blessing. You need to look at your hands like they are tools of spiritual power. When you type, you multiply. When you count, you multiply. When you serve, you multiply. When you receive, you multiply. You stop wondering if what you're doing is enough. You know it is because you've spoken increase into it. That's faith in action. That's what moves things in the real world. Don't underestimate what happens when you speak blessing over your own hands. The world may have taught you to criticize yourself, to downplay your gifts, to second-guess your value, but you're rewriting that story now. Every time you look at your hands, you're going to remember, these hands are different. These hands are backed by law. These hands are connected to divine supply. These hands do not fail. These hands do not lose. These hands multiply. Start saying it before every transaction, before every meeting, before every shift, before you clock in, before you receive any money or give any money. My hands are blessed to multiply money. Say it loud. Say it soft. Say it silently in your mind. Just say it with faith. Say it knowing that your declaration creates the atmosphere around your actions. And once the atmosphere is right, money flows easily. And don't just say it when things are going well. Say it, especially when they aren't. Say it when the bank account is low. Say it when the bills come in. Say it when you feel tired, because that's when it matters most. That's when the old programming tries to come back. But this time, you're different. You don't fold under pressure. You speak under pressure, and your words break the old pattern. You have to see your hands the way heaven sees them. Blessed, called, empowered. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. No matter what has happened before, today is a new day. Today you start touching everything with faith. Today you stop speaking death over your finances and start speaking life. Today your hands become tools of prosperity, not tools of stress, and you'll see the change. Slowly at first, then faster. Small shifts in how money comes in, new ideas, unexpected blessings, a raise, a client, a sale, a solution. And every time that happens, you'll know why. It's not luck, it's law. It's the blessing you spoke. It's the power you stopped hiding. It's the truth you finally lived out loud. So stop looking at your hands like they're ordinary. They are not. They carry the vibration of your words. They carry the energy of what you believe. They carry the proof of your faith. And your faith says increase. Your faith says flow. Your faith says abundance now. From this day forward, you never touch money with doubt again. You touch it with power, with trust, with blessing. Say it again, and don't just say it. Believe it. My hands are blessed to multiply money. This is not a dream. This is your new truth. And when truth is spoken with boldness, the world moves. Number 9. Command every dollar to work for your good. Every dollar you touch has a job. It doesn't just sit. It doesn't just exist. It moves. It speaks. It creates. And the question is, who's giving it the orders? Because if you don't command your money, the world will. If you don't tell it where to go, it disappears. If you don't tell it what to do, it serves someone else's purpose, not yours. That ends now. From this moment on, you speak to your money. You don't just count it. You don't just spend it. You don't just save it. You command it. Every dollar must work for your good. Not some of them, not only the big ones, all of them. Every single dollar in your life is a worker, and you are the employer. You have authority. But too many people treat their money like a guest, not an employee. They're polite, timid, nervous, afraid to ask too much from it, afraid to move it, afraid to talk to it. That's why their money doesn't grow. Because money only follows leadership. It does not follow fear. It does not follow confusion. It follows clarity and confidence, and you have both. You were never meant to be under money. Money was meant to be under you. But if you don't step into that position, money will rule you. It will control your emotions. It will dictate your choices. You'll spend your life reacting to it instead of directing it. But not anymore. Now you speak. Now you command. Now you look at every dollar and say, you will multiply. You will work for my good. You will bring back more. It doesn't matter if it's $1 or 1,000. Speak over it the same way. Don't belittle small money. Treat it with honor and it will grow. Speak over it and it will expand. Because money is a reflection of your belief. If you speak loss, you invite loss. If you speak lack, you create lack. But when you speak increase, money gets to work. It starts looking for ways to bring you more. Your dollar is energy. It's meant to circulate. It's meant to serve. It's not meant to stay locked away in fear. It's not meant to be hoarded. It's meant to move through wise instruction. And wise instruction begins with command. Clear, direct, faith-filled. You say, every dollar I release comes back multiplied. Every dollar I spend brings me peace and return. Every dollar I hold grows. Every dollar in my hand is an agent of good. You are not powerless. You have the authority of spiritual law backing your words. If you say your money is running out, it will. If you say your money always finds a way back to you, it will. Your words are instructions. They carry power. That's why your dollar listens to how you speak. Your money remembers your tone. It responds to your energy. So shift your energy. Stop treating money like the enemy. It's not the enemy. It's the evidence, the reflection, the servant. And servants don't lead. They follow. Give your money strong, loving, clear directions. Speak increase, not worry. Speak growth, not shrinkage. Speak return, not loss. Speak results, not regret. Speak purpose over every transaction. Speak intention into every move. Every time you pay a bill, say, this dollar blesses them and returns multiplied to me. Every time you invest, say, this dollar grows and works even when I sleep. Every time you give, say, this dollar plants seed that brings me harvest. And when you look at your wallet, your account, your earnings, don't just look. Speak. Look at your money and say, you obey my command. You multiply. You expand. You protect me. You serve my purpose. If the world has taught you to stay quiet about money, unlearn it. If you've been taught to fear money, reject it. If you've been trained to believe that commanding money is greedy, break that lie. You're not commanding from greed. You're commanding from truth. You're commanding from divine law. You're commanding because increase is your right. And don't just command for yourself. Command that your money bless others too. That it pays employees with ease. That it funds good work. That it helps family. That it creates safety. That it supports your vision. That it becomes a river, not a puddle. Because when your money serves a higher purpose, it expands faster. When your money has a mission, the law of supply supports it. But you have to keep speaking. Not once, not twice, every day. Because repetition writes belief, and belief shapes energy, and energy directs outcome. So speak to your dollar, even when nothing changes. Yet, speak to your dollar, even when the numbers look small. Speak to your dollar, until the flow turns around, until the faith gets loud, until your words become your new reality. No more silence. No more waiting, no more fear. You are the commander now. You are the one who speaks increase. You are the one who tells every dollar what to do. And it listens. Because you're not speaking from desperation. You're speaking from knowing. You're speaking from you're speaking from spiritual law. And that law never returns void. Say it out loud now. Every dollar in my life works for my good. Let that be your daily instruction, your mindset, your lifestyle. You don't chase money, you lead it. Number 10. Bless the money you have instead of complaining. If you curse what you have, you block what's coming. If you complain about money, you push it away. That's not punishment, that's law. The law says what you speak about your money, you multiply. If you bless it, it grows. If you criticize it, it runs. If you ignore it, it dries up. This is not theory. This is how life responds to energy. And your energy is loudest when you speak. If you open your wallet and sigh, stop. If you check your balance and feel dread, stop. If you get a bill and mutter under your breath, stop. That kind of energy poisons the soil your blessings grow in. You can't receive more while resenting what you already have. The law can't work in complaint. It only works through gratitude, faith, and clarity. So bless what you have, even if it's not enough yet. Especially if it's not enough yet. Because when you bless something, you align with increase. You say, this may be small, but it's mine. It may not be perfect, but I honor it. That attitude is powerful. That shift opens the flow. When you bless your money, you're telling life, I trust you. I see the good. I believe in more. And life listens. Life responds. Life multiplies what you bless and subtracts what you curse. People think they're being realistic when they complain about money. But there is no wisdom in fear. There is no power in anxiety. That's not being smart. That's being stuck. Blessing your money doesn't mean you lie to yourself. It means you speak faith over facts. It means you choose creation over reaction. It means you stand in truth even when your bank balance is low. And truth says this: every dollar you bless becomes a seed. Not just a transaction, a seed. A seed that carries your energy into the world. A seed that comes back in multiplied form. If you bless that seed, it grows in good soil. If you curse that seed, it rots. Your words are water or poison. They either nourish your increase or destroy it before it starts. So bless the $10 bill in your hand. Bless the coins in your car. Bless the payment that came late but still came. Bless the income that didn't meet your goal but paid your rent. 'Cause that kind of speech says you're ready for more. It tells life you can handle more. You don't have to love where you are, but you must respect it, because you can't jump to overflow while being bitter in survival. Every time you spend, say thank you, this returns multiplied. Every time you receive, say I bless this money and expect more. Every time you give, say this money is working in the unseen for my good. That is not just positive talk. That is power talk. That's alignment. That's spiritual accuracy. That's how money becomes your servant instead of your stress. Even if you've been broke before, even if you've made mistakes, even if your finances are a mess right now, bless what's left. Start there. Start with what's in your pocket. Start with what's in your wallet. Say thank you. Speak life into it. Don't say this isn't enough. Say this is the beginning of overflow. Don't say money never stays with me. Say money loves to stay and grow with me. There is no room for sarcasm here. No room for passive-aggressive jokes about being broke. No room for calling yourself poor just because things are tight. That kind of language is dangerous. It teaches your mind that lack is permanent. It creates an identity of limitation, and you're not here to live in limitation. You're here to master the laws that govern wealth. So shift your language. Talk like someone who expects increase, even before it shows up. Talk like someone who knows they're connected to infinite supply. Because that's the truth. You are not at the mercy of the economy. You are not stuck in your past. You are not your debt. You are not your balance. You are connected to a source that cannot run dry, and your words unlock it. Money has ears. It hears what you say when you're alone. It hears what you whisper in frustration. It hears how you react to bills. It hears what you speak when no one's watching. And it responds. It always responds. If your words are filled with fear, it keeps its distance. If your words are filled with faith, it gets to work. So change the way you speak. Not next week, not tomorrow, now. Speak from gratitude. Speak from expectation. Speak from spiritual power. Say, I bless this money. I bless where it came from. I bless where it's going. I bless what it will bring back to me. Say, I no longer complain. I no longer shrink. I no longer wait for rescue. I create with my words. And don't just say it once. Say it every day. Make blessing your habit. Make it your default. Make it your new money language. Because the more you bless, the more you receive. The more you speak faith, the faster doors open. The more you shift your energy, the easier increase becomes. This is the new way, the better way. The only way that works long term. No more complaining, no more rehearsing what's missing. No more emotional reactions to numbers. From this day forward, you bless every dollar. You bless every payment. You bless every cent. You bless your bank account. You bless your wallet. You bless your next income before it arrives. Because blessing isn't just about gratitude, it's about expectation. It's about knowing that what you have is only the beginning. So say it now. I bless the money I have. I expect more. Every dollar I touch returns multiplied. I no longer complain. I speak increase. And when you speak like that, your money listens. Number 11. Speak increase, even when your bank balance is low. When your bank balance is low, your faith must rise high. This is the moment you speak louder than your fear. This is when the words you choose will either trap you or free you. Anyone can speak abundance when the numbers look good, but power is proven when things look small and you still declare increase. Low numbers are not the end. They are a test. They're asking you, do you trust in appearances or in truth? Do you let digits control your destiny? Or do you rise and claim what's already yours? This is where most people lose. They open the app, see the balance, and let that decide how they feel. They surrender to numbers like slaves. But you are not here to be ruled by a screen. You are here to command your reality with your voice. Your words carry power. That's not just encouragement. That's a law. When your balance is low, you have a choice. You can say, I'm broke again, and attract more of it. Or you can say, this is temporary, increase is on its way, and begin shifting the flow. Most people rehearse their lack like a script. They repeat the same fear every month. And life, being obedient, gives them more of what they speak. So stop using your mouth to confirm what you don't want. Stop saying, I never have enough. Stop saying money goes too fast. Stop agreeing with the lack. That's not being honest, that's being hypnotized by fear. Speak truth, not facts. Speak increase, not scarcity. Speak what you want, not what you see. The truth is, you are always connected to supply. The amount in your bank account is only one frame in a long movie. Don't freeze the picture there. Don't build your identity around a moment. Your supply doesn't live in that app. It lives in the invisible. It moves through people, through ideas, through opportunities you haven't even seen yet. Speak from that place. Speak as if you know increase is coming, because it is. Say this may look small, but something big is moving. Say this is just a number, and numbers change fast. Say my divine supply is never limited to what I see. Say it out loud. Don't just think it, say it, because your voice carries vibration. Your voice activates what's waiting for your faith. When you see a low balance, don't panic. Prophesy, don't react, respond with power. Speak to your account the way a builder speaks to a blueprint. Not with fear, but with vision. Say, you are rising, you are expanding, you are growing. Speak increase into your finances as if you're watering a seed. That's what it is. A seed doesn't look like much in the beginning, but speak life over it, and it multiplies. Do not wait for your balance to improve before you speak better. That's backward. It's like waiting for a fire before adding wood. You must speak fire when it's cold. You must speak fullness when it's empty. That's how the law responds. That's how the gate opens. Your words come first, the result follows. Your current balance is not your worth. It's not your future. It's not your truth. You are rich in unseen ways, rich in favor, rich in promise, rich in power, and when you speak from that place, your world catches up. This is not wishful thinking. This is how the law works. Speak it until it moves. You don't get increase by thinking about how bad things are. You get increase by shifting your state. You get increase by changing your vibration. And the fastest way to do that is through your words. When you say, I am wealthy, your body hears it, your energy changes, your actions align, and life begins to mirror your conviction. Even when the account says $5, speak increase. Even when the bills are stacked, speak increase. Even when you don't know how it's coming, speak increase. Because you are not asking for permission, you are not begging, you are declaring, and declarations carry weight. Declarations bend reality. Declarations break the cycle. Stop telling the story of lack. That story is old. That story is broken. That story doesn't serve you. Create a new story. Speak it into existence. Speak money returning. Speak overflow. Speak financial ease. Speak divine timing. Speak open doors. Speak miraculous supply. Don't just speak it when you feel good. Speak it when you feel low. That's when it counts. Every great breakthrough starts with someone who dared to speak differently, who looked at the facts, felt the fear, and still opened their mouth and said, more is coming. That can be you. That will be you, if you choose it. Don't let a balance control your identity. Don't let a temporary number silence your divine truth. You are worthy of increase. Not later. Now. You are worthy of money that stays. Money that grows. Money that works for you. Speak that every day. Speak it while you wait. Speak it while you move. Speak it until you feel it. Speak it until it shows up. It will. It always does. Say this. I speak increase over every part of my life. I bless what I have and expect more. Money flows to me even now, unseen but certain. This low balance is not my story. It's just a moment. I command financial increase and it obeys. And if your mind tries to doubt it, speak louder. Speak until your spirit overrides your fear. Speak until the truth is louder than the facts. Speak until your energy shifts and the world responds. Because the law listens to faith, and faith always speaks increase. You were not born to fear money. You were born to command it. You were not meant to shrink every time a number drops. You were meant to rise and speak life when it matters most. The power to multiply is not outside you. It's in your voice, in your faith, in your choice to speak increase when everything in the world tries to tell you otherwise. Now you know what to say. Now you know what to do. Never stay silent again when the balance is low. That moment is sacred. That moment is where you shift everything. Speak as someone who has already won. Speak as someone whose money is always rising. Speak until the world catches up with your truth. Because your words are seeds, and you just planted power. Speak, increase, and it must come. Speak, increase, and it will obey. Speak, increase, and watch your world change. You are never stuck. You are just one bold word away from overflow. And now, it begins.